Okay, now you see what I put together over there in my last part. Okay, and I'm going to say this. I'm not trying to be a dick and I'm trying to be an ass to anybody. Okay, I've grew up, I've had friends that were black, some of my best friends were black. Okay, and I grew up around black folk, and I'm telling you right now, I've seen exactly what's going on in society because I sit back and observe. And I'm not saying black folk have been treated fairly, but I'm not saying that none of us has really been treated fairly, okay? But I'm not going to sit here and play the freaking games of the division because this world is made of what we've made of it. When you heard me talk about blacks somehow wanting to be given special privileges, like the females, put up on a pedestal because of their skin color. I don't like saying that type of stuff. I really don't. And it's not all blacks, believe me, it's not. Okay? But we have a whole bunch of them out here right now doing this big outcry. You know, when you have to constantly sit back and you have to listen to people use your skin color against you. Okay? As you talk about it happening to you all the time. It happening to you all the time because your skin color is black. Well, how do you think the white guy that has nothing to do with nothing, that's never done a freaking thing to any of you people, who's never been racist, not once in their life, so how do you think about these white people who respect you and like you for who you are as a human? How do you think they feel when they sit back and they sit there and watch and hear all these different black folk coming up and justifying beating up a white person because they're white, killing a white person because they're white? You know? I mean, it comes right down to reality. The reality is, okay, I was driving my van. Okay, I worked in a neighborhood that's where I was sent to. That's where the property was at. That I was remodeling the unit. I had black young guys come barging in. They didn't know that I wasn't alone. I know what they were there for. They thought that I was in there alone, so they figured fucking they could team up on me and rob me. And as soon as they realized there was me and two others, they said, "Oh, wrong place," and they left. Okay, the same group of black people stood out there and yelled, "Hey!" He's driving down the street. While the other their friends are on the other side of the road, and they're trying to get you to look at them and they're going, "Hey, Jeff!" While the other one's over here, one of them runs to your van, jumps on your running board, opens your door to try to climb in your vehicle to carjack you when you've done nothing to these people. And this has happened to me in my life. But do I sit here and I justify, I mean, I could take that situation alone and say, well, because this black guy tried to carjack me, that's justification for Trayvon's death. See, Trayvon died because that guy tried to carjack me. Now, we all know that's complete bullshit. Trayvon didn't die because some guy tried to carjack me. He had nothing to do with that. Period. End of story. Well, it's the same mentality that Angel Snup Snup put out when he justified this guy getting mugged, robbed, and stripped by saying that, well, for one, he said it wasn't racist, and it may not have been, but see Trayvon Martin's case, George Zimmerman, all of everybody called him a racist. But I've never heard anything to actually verify that it was racist. That's right. I've never heard one thing to actually verify that it was actual racist. I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm also not going to say it was. But I hear all these people out here saying it was. Okay? So I guess if it was, then it must have been a racist act that happened to the white guy too, right? But then Hazel Snub justifies it to say because of what happened to his people years ago. What do you expect? They're angry. They're mad because of what happened to them. So what do you expect? Well, I was angry and I was upset when somebody I never done nothing to, don't even know, tried to carjack me. So I guess Trayvon's death, what do you expect? They're angry. He was angry. What did you expect? Now, do you catch the cop out? Now, I don't mean what I'm saying right there, but I'm giving you an example of what Angel Snub just did. See how easy I can do the same thing? I can manipulate it and twist it and use a cop out because it's sad to say, but that's what I watched him do. He put up a 2-part video, and that's exactly what he done. He made sure to flip that back around and make sure it was justified. Okay? You know, this world is made up of what we make of it. There's nothing justified about this fucking sick fucking behavior. Okay? But, like I said earlier, or I said in the part 1 video, you sit back and you watch all this shit happen. I will not take responsibility for something I had nothing to do with. No more than you should have to take responsibility for something you didn't have to do anything to do with. And if you want to keep pushing the race cards, because the one thing I've discovered in life, which is pretty much very, very, very accurate, the majority of the time, the person who's crying, he's racist, is actually the racist person themselves doing the crime. The majority of the time, the people screaming it's racist are the actual racists. Because the people who ain't racist don't stand there and scream it's a racist act. I've discovered that long ago. And there's a whole lot of truth behind that. So, for all you people out there that want to scream racism, that this is all racist, and how bad you've been treated. As I said before, this world is made up of what we make of it. And until we all stand together equally, stop looking at somebody's skin color. I said this long ago, and I had Angel Snub yell at me and fucking in the videos saying that this world is color, you have to notice it. Yep, and he notices it. And he cries out racism all the time. And he plays division all the time because of it. Because he refuses to notice somebody's a human being because he's so busy looking at their skin color. So he's filled full of hate and bitterness because he didn't get handed something on a silver platter. Because he didn't be placed on a pedestal because his skin is black. He don't belong on a pedestal because his skin is black. Nobody belongs on a pedestal, not even the female. But that's what this comes down to. And I hate to say it, but it's true. When I can see this many people having this big outcry, and you're saying, well, it's for Trayvon, it's for justice. Justice for Trayvon. Justice for Trayvon. But when I watched the lies that went on for the first month and the manipulation and the editing of the fucking audio by NBC, and when I could see how much lying and hypocrisy was put into it by government officials and media to create the division they've created, and it's working, by God, they did a wonderful job. And I can sit back and watch all that happen, honestly, and then I sit back and watch the people's behavior. And then I watch the white man get beat up because he's white. Somebody yelling, kill him, kill Whitey, kill Whitey, kill Whitey. And then the people turn around and say, well, that's not racist. Couldn't be more racist if you tried. Okay? What are the Black Panthers calling for? What did you hear there? Yeah, what are they calling for? They're calling for what the bankers and government want. They really are. They're calling exactly for what the government, the bankers want. Did I not tell you the Black Panthers and the KKK are one and the same? Funded by government? Doing as government's giving them orders to do and bankers? Damn right they are. But people just don't want to see that, do you? It's sad. It's pathetic. What I'm seeing going on is just sad, sickening, and fucking pathetic. How the government can manipulate you people so easy. How you people can be divided so easy. Well, the one thing that I've always said, and I'm going to stick to, is mankind's epic failure. The biggest failure of mankind since the beginning of time, their inability to grow the fuck up. That's right, their inability to grow the fuck up. There's nothing growing up about what I'm seeing going on. And no, I do not feel sorry. And I do not take responsibility. And I will not take responsibility for something that happened before my time when you people don't know me. And when if I had been alive 400 years ago when all this shit was going on, I would have been the white man fighting to free you. I would have gave my life up to save your ass. And then I gotta sit back and watch this fucking bullshit. And I gotta be criticized by you because my skin was white, like as if I could help what I was born. Like as if you could help what you was born. Like I said, your epic failure to grow the fuck up.